From MTN News, this is Montana.
I'm Joe St. George on Capitol Hill. Mothers who lost their children to fentanyl overdoses speak out about the conversations you need to have with your kids right now and what help they would like from Washington. Coming up.
A stranded hiker out here in Deer Lodge County had to spend a long, cold night in the woods. I'll tell you how emergency responders got him out safely.
On this International Women's Month, I'll have the story of a high schooler in Big Sky who started a newspaper for the Spanish-speaking community. I'll have her story coming up.
Good morning, Southwest Montana, 6:30 now, and look at that sunrise.
It's
those
beautiful,
couple
isn't it?
mornings I filled in, it is never this light out, so it's kind of nice to see the sunrise.
It's going to change here real soon.
Yeah.
Remember, we spring
I'll take
forward.
it for these couple days,
that's right? It is extremely cold, so with those clear skies, it means temperatures fall pretty quickly this time of year. 19 below zero in Butte. 31, according to the weather station there in West Yellowstone, 31 degrees below zero. That's nothing to sneeze at. This is bitterly cold and dangerous weather. Luckily, we don't have a lot of wind to go along with that right now. Even light winds dropping those wind chills this morning below 30 degrees below zero. Slight chance of some isolated flurries for part of the evening tonight, but I don't think that this is going to be a difference maker for us. Daytime temperatures climbing back to the 20s. We're calling that a climb, but it is certainly, but it's not particularly warm. But we do have warmer weather on the way. We'll talk more about that, of course, in just a few minutes.
Awesome. See you in a bit. Well, for those who have lost a loved one to drug overdoses like fentanyl, a big complaint is a lack of action and understanding by those who are not personally impacted. So what is President Biden's plan to address the spike in deaths? And what do parents who have lost children say you need to do right now? Our Joe St. George reports.
This is Parker Rodenbaugh.
All different names.
Peyton Presley Moore.
All
19 years old.
different ages.
He was 35 years old.
One similar story
Pure grief. Pure pain.
that no mother should tell. Janice Berlin lost two of her boys.
It never goes away.
What is this grief? It's the effect of fentanyl, and each one of these young men died from it.
The drug dealers don't care.
Each one of these moms
Just happened in December.
now finding a way to keep living.
Had never heard of fentanyl.
What is fentanyl? It is classified as a synthetic opioid by the DEA and is produced in a lab. It's 100 times more potent than morphine, and while doctors use it in hospitals to manage pains or even sedate someone in ICU, because it's cheap to produce, more drug dealers are using it too. It creates a stronger high, a quicker addiction.
It's very cheap.
Corey Rodenbaugh has been traveling the country ever since she lost her son, trying to get more people to pay attention.
It only takes a tiny grain to get you addicted. So they're putting it in Percocet, Xanax, anything they can.
And that's the point.
He was just wanting to have fun.
April Brown wants to get across to you parents. Talk to your kids. She says her son wasn't an addict or sought out fentanyl. He was a couple months into college and decided to take a Percocet at a party. It was laced with fentanyl. He died within hours.
You know, I experimented in college with certain things. I'm not ashamed to say that. I didn't have to worry about dying taking a pill.
Across the country last year, over 104,000 Americans died from an overdose. That's a record, and synthetic opioids like fentanyl are contributing the most to the spike.
Those numbers attracting attention in Washington. President Biden pledging to spend over $23 billion this year to fight drug abuse.
The money would be used for treatment centers and to better prevent fentanyl from being sold on the streets.
Something's got to be done.
In short, this group just hopes the country starts waking up. And while they believe President Biden's bipartisan plan is a start, more must be done. They'd like to see stricter penalties for those who deal drugs and more help for Border Patrol since they're seizing record amounts of fentanyl.
Don't say it won't be my child. It might be.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
Back here in Montana, a Deer Lodge man is still recovering this morning after spending a cold night stranded in a remote area near Warm Springs. As MTN's John Amy reports, the Anaconda search and rescue team found the man just in time.
A search and rescue team out of Anaconda rescued an injured hiker after he spent a long, cold night in the wilds of Deer Lodge County. On Tuesday morning, Anaconda Pintler Search and Rescue eventually found the victim, who is a Deer Lodge man in his upper 40s, in a remote area of Perkins Gulch near Warm Springs. The victim had taken refuge in his vehicle after it got stuck Monday evening when a winter storm blew through the area. He was suffering from signs of hypothermia when emergency responders found him.
That affected their mobility and a lot of the other stuff, and we worked with the victim, making sure that we were having conversation with them. We didn't want them to go to sleep or anything like that, so we were continuing that conversation, making sure that, you know, they're staying alert.
The victim had been injured in a fall while hiking in the area and called 911, and Anaconda police got cell phone coordinates of him late Monday. Search and rescue joined the search just after midnight Tuesday.
We're looking all over the place, looking for signs, and we weren't coming across anything. The weather was terrible, so we decided to call it till daylight.
The team commander said the victim was able to help himself by making smart decisions and having the resources and supplies to get him through the night.
He did have food and some drinks in the car, so then that was able to help. And making the decision to stay in the car, use up the remaining amount of gas and battery that they had.
The team commander said that mistakes are made in every rescue operation, but what determines success is that everyone made it out safely.
We made the recovery, got the victim out, got him to safety. You know, that's the happy ending. That's what you want, right? Is everybody to be safe.
And the search and rescue was aided by Anaconda Police, the Anaconda Fire Department, and FWP. The victim is expected to make a full recovery. Well, there's a new media outlet in southwest Montana, and it's aimed at Spanish speakers. MTN's Edgar Cedillo explains how it's getting started.
An idea that blossomed in 11th grade here at Lone Peak High School turned into a newspaper geared for the Spanish-speaking community of Big Sky.
I always tell my mom, Mommy, I want to change the world. And what better way to change the world than starting where you are?
The goal to change the world is what sparked the idea to begin Noticias Montana, an online newspaper aimed at the Spanish-speaking community of southwest Montana.
This publication started about 2.5 years ago.
Bridging the language barrier for a small community, all while fulfilling a dream.
To make a change in my community has always been my dream. And so I think that it has been an avenue for me to pursue through Noticias Montana.
Having moved from Honduras in 2015,
I came here without knowing the language, so since I can remember starting to speak English, I've been immersed in that community.
Diving into her community as it grows rapidly in Montana, providing them with reports on school and health issues and matters affecting the Spanish-speaking and immigrant community of Big Sky and Gallatin County.
I've seen this community grow.
Sharing the experience of most kids of immigrant parents.
I've always served as the translator of the community. I've served as a person who does the paperwork.
Navigating towards El Sueño Americano, or the American Dream.
Because there's nothing to be scared about, you know. I remember coming into this, some people told me, and no tienes miedo, like, aren't you scared?
Now, as a senior in high school ready to embark on her journey, the focus is to keep the outlet for the community going.
Trying to find a home for Noticias Montana, so that it can keep going beyond the limit.
Feliz Mes Internacional de la Mujer. Happy International Women's Month to all. We'll have a link to Noticias Montana on our website for those interested in reading. In Big Sky, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.